explosive offense, playing well on defense, so everybody knows what has to be done and what we got to do this week.
I guess throughout preseason camp, this is the spot you want to be in, and you know, does it get talked about at all that hey, we win this week, we got a goal under our belt?
Not that it gets talked about, but like I said, everybody knows what we have to do. Not like everyone going around saying this is what we have to do, but everybody mentally knows individually what we got to do.
What do you remember about Benny Snell
Kentucky's in this spot?
Benny Snell?
Say what again?
What do you remember about Benny Snell and just the challenge of having to do that?
Man, he's a hard runner and tough football player first foremost. The guy, he loves football, and you can see it in the energy he brings every Saturday. So he's going to be the motive and the engine to that offense coming in Saturday.
Who does Benny Snell remind you of?
Oh man, he reminds me. I can't say he reminds me of somebody. He's a player in his own. You know, the guy just runs hard. He runs with a purpose, and he knows what he knows. Each and every guy on his offensive lineman, they trust in him, and they just I like what they got going on over there in Kentucky.
Are you surprised Kentucky's in this spot?
No, not surprised at all. Even starting off playing in my first time my freshman year, they had a great team, and even last year, they've been building, and they're a great program.
Wait, you're not surprised they're playing for the SEC East title?
No, not surprised at all. In this conference, it's not a surprise each and every year what team comes up. But like I said, we're just going to go in, focus on us, and do what we got to do.
Just wanted to ask you, first off, I didn't get to talk to you after the Florida game, and that was a great game. So just how that game ranks in the games you've had, obviously, in contribution. But secondary to that, what makes you such a good nickel or star and fit there better than maybe corner or safety?
I can say just kind of knowing the defense first and foremost in that position. You got to know our defense and be willing to get physical. And I don't have any trouble or problem with playing inside the box or in coverage at all. So, and I think the trust Coach Smart and Coach Tuck having me to play that position just shows as well.
What about the Florida game? Was that how's that rank on your personal accomplishments list? You know.
Yeah, I haven't ranked it personally, but it's a big game. It was a big game, and I feel like I helped my team the best way I could.
What specifically can you guys do to improve the missed tackles?
Just like I said, in practice, focusing on tackle, and secondary tackle as well. We're just important as the front guys up there. So just working on getting better tackling in practice and just going in and doing it Saturday.
Tyrique, how much more difficult is it to go against offense that also has a running quarterback to complement Snell? Just how much more does that complicate things for you guys on defense?
It's difficult, but it's not nothing we can't handle. Their quarterback, he can run the ball just as good as the running back. He's like a second running back to them. We're just gonna have to keep everything, and everybody gonna have to play their gaps. Make sure we keep them in the pocket. You know what I'm saying, and just do everything we can to hold that running game to a minimum standard.
We were over there talking to Rodrigo about his game he had at Kentucky 2 years ago, and there was a kick to end it. Can you kind of take me through what you recall from that? What the ambiance was like after he made that field goal to win that game?
Oh yeah, Rod, that was a big kick to in a heck of a stadium with a great crowd like Kentucky. And when Rod hit that was I think that started Rod, kind of his fame, you know what I'm saying, what he had going for him. But Rod always pulled through for us, and I'm not surprised that he nailed that one.
How much confidence do you have? I mean, is he now at the point now you just
He's automatic. Yeah, he's automatic. Rod doesn't. I'd be surprised if he ever missed one versus like the guy's he's clutch, and we just happy to have him. Have a kicker and a weapon like that in special teams, that's big.
Have you tried on his glasses at all?
I haven't tried them on. I don't know if I'll be able to see through them, but if you let me try, I'd be happy. It'd be an honor to try them.
Tyrique,
goggles.
You mentioned your physicality is something that you think makes you a good fit for the Star. Coach Smart has kind of lauded Coach Campbell at Peach County for the physicality that you'll have. How much did that mold you?
Coach Campbell back at Peach County, he's a big reason my physicality every day, no matter what day it is. It can be the day before a game. We got on pads, hitting, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's good for young players coming up into especially a conference like this, a very physical conference. And in the defense we play, I think Coach Campbell molded me well.
What were some of the best